The guitar, one of the most played instruments in the world. But just how is it made? What is the difference between custom handmade guitars and mass-produced guitars? I met up with Marinas Veneer, a guitarist and guitar tutor, to find out more. What are the differences between custom handmade guitars and mass-produced guitars?
Price, you would take it that the custom-made guitar is going to be a more expensive model to your factory guitar, but not always the case at all. A lot of the time when you're buying a factory-made guitar, you're buying sometimes very established, a big make, a Gibson, a Fender, and you're paying a lot of money, I think, for the badge of honour on it. Your machine heads, your pickups, are all pretty much what's coming out onto the same different models, no matter where they're made in the world. The parts are just shipped around the world, and you can be paying surprisingly not top-end money for a custom-made guitar. Of course, it depends on where you're going, to what custom making company. You've got very established custom-made guitars, people such as Paul Reed Smith. You can still buy their handmade guitars, which are very expensive, or you can buy they now have their own factory guitar. You can buy, for example, a handmade guitar for around £1,400 to £1,700, and its build quality is what you're looking at, the difference between them. Up-and-coming companies, companies such as Sabre, such as Jane and Rose Guitars, you get to find the person who's designing that guitar for you, and you can put your own personality into it. If there's a certain pickup that you need, a certain sound that you want, a certain shape or a certain design, you can actually request that to be done. And I think the difference being is you're going to get a better guitar if you can go to one of those up-and-coming custom makers.
I met up with Adam Cutler, a guitarist, to find out what he thinks about custom handmade guitars and mass-produced guitars. Which guitar is your favourite to play, custom or mass-produced?
Custom, because you can have it specifically designed to your specifications. Like if you wanted active pickups to give you more gain and volume and more sensitivity, you can ask for that or whatever, and you can have your own designs as well, which is pretty cool.
But just how are they made?
All through standing in line, the clubs I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth, and I'm never...
I've come to Sabre Guitars to find out just how handmade guitars are made. It all starts with the wood. Sabre receives shipments of wood on a weekly basis. Once the wood is selected, it will be weighed down and allowed to set. This wood will be later split and laminated to become a guitar body. The body is then cut out of the laminated wood using a machine. All the component slots are then cut out of the body of the guitar. The inside of the guitar is coated with an oxide spray paint which preserves the components which sit in the guitar. The guitar body is then sanded. This makes it easier to cover the guitar body in paint. The neck is created in a similar process. Frets and inlays are then implemented into the guitar's neck. The neck is ready to be sanded. The neck is sanded to a smooth finish. The neck is made with a metal bar running up the neck to allow for straightening. The neck is straightened using an Allen key. The frets on the neck are marked with a red marker, then checked for uneven frets using a rocker. This rocker lays across 3 frets at a time. If the frets are uneven, the rocker will be able to rock and make a noise. If not, it will stay still. The frets are then filed down. This allows for the neck to be connected to the body of the guitar. Why do you make handmade guitars rather than mass-produced guitars?
Okay, I think the answer to that question is simply that I think handmade guitars are usually a better product. I think it's possible with more care to make a better instrument by taking time over it. That's not to say that we don't use modern techniques and equipment, because we do, but only in situations where a machine can do a job better. I think the difference is, mass-produced instruments are precisely that. They're made by the lowest bidder, and the kind of prerogative there really is to get them out as quickly as possible for the cheapest price possible. Whereas here, and companies like me, the only benchmark really is quality.